Hi, I'm Giselle Aguiar, and my company is AZ Social Media Wiz, which I started in 2011. But I've been doing internet marketing since 1995. Before that, I started out in retailing in the 70s, then switched to the hospitality industry. I also spent many years in print publishing. The pandemic changed how we shop. Though Black Friday and Cyber Monday are still significant, shopping starts way earlier. Now's the time to start planning for a successful holiday sales season. That's September. The last thing you want is to wait till October or November to start figuring out what you're going to do to drive customers to your e-commerce store, your website, or your brick and mortar retail location. If you procrastinate, then you'll be left in the dust. Well, Google still owns search. It has over 90% of all searches in North America. Google's goal is to give the searcher exactly what they're searching for. Google still wants fresh, relevant content written for the human reader in natural language. And that gives you search engine optimization, or SEO. Search has also gotten smarter. That's, artificial intelligence. It now tries to figure out the context and intent behind a search term, or tries to. That's why you see people also searched for. It's anticipating what you may be interested in. And you see that in e-commerce sites like Amazon. Okay, so you need to think like the searcher. The consumer is in control. Okay, what are they searching for? What are they going to enter into the search box to find you? So how will they find you? What comes up in search? Okay, so you have your website, and you have to think of impulse buyers. There's blogs, videos, pictures. It's the content, answering questions. And then social media. Use social media for promotions, to get exposure, to establish brand identity, and to just get exposure. And that's it. And it helps with SEO too. So you have to put yourself in your customers or consumers' shoes. Their pain points and problems have changed. They're constantly changing, actually. Now, you also need to think of the gift giver now for the holidays, not the end user, right? So here's some things to think about. Okay, people buy from whom they know and trust. All this effort is to build trust and credibility. And we know in today's world, a reputation can be lost in seconds. Credibility is the most important aspect of your business that you can build. And how do you do that? By participating, by being active on the social networks. It's creating social proof, and that's reviews, comments, followers, likes, relevant posts. And your website should be honest and transparent, full disclosures. Make sure you have an about section, who is behind the company. And then promises made, promises kept, especially when it comes to fulfillment, shipping, costs, everything. If you're e-commerce, what about returns? All that has to be determined and configured ahead of time. Now, before you start doing anything, you have to clearly define your target market niche. And you can have more than one target audience. You also need to think like the gift giver, not the end user. So if you sell women's jewelry and your target market is now the husband, the boyfriend, the father, or a friend or something, you have to think like the gift giver. So do your research. So once you've identified your gift giver, learn as much as you can about them. And you probably know a lot about your end user, but what about the gift giver? Okay, which social networks do they frequent the most? What devices do they prefer? They prefer mobile? Do they prefer the desktop? Usually it's an age bracket thing. So usually people over 45 will prefer to do stuff on a bigger screen. So they'll be on a laptop or a tablet maybe, but a tablet's still a mobile device. When you get the younger people are on their phones, so you want to make sure that everything works properly everywhere in all devices. I just had to go through getting a client's website menu to work on mobile. So everything has to work correctly. What are their buying habits? Okay, and you want to take a look at your industry's economic outlook, because stuff changes, right? Something happens, and the shipping supply chain is busted. So you can't advertise products you don't have. Okay, and then you don't want to tell something, oh, it's a back order. And it's like, well, as you get closer to the holidays, people are going to say, well, I need this because I have to ship it, across the country, whatever, and so it's like, so for whatever reason, so you need to make sure that everything's going on with the economy, with the supply chain. You need to keep up with all that stuff. Then demographic and local information. Okay, so if you're a local brick and mortar, you want to make sure that you are found in all of the places where you have your address, and it's correct, that it matches everywhere, and that people can find you. So that's tagging your location on social media networks. Okay, inventory, shipping, fulfillment, security. Okay, people are not going to put their credit card information in a site that they don't feel is secure. So that's really super important. And how did the pandemic affect them, or are they still affected, or maybe not? We don't know. So a lot of times you just have to do a little bit of research and find out what's going on. The other research you need to do is research your competition. Okay, so who are you up against? What are your competitors doing online? What makes you different? Okay, that's the question you need to ask yourself. So, what makes you different from everybody else that's doing the same thing you're doing? How many followers do they have? So go to their websites, go look at their social media following. Okay, how often are they blogging and posting? Okay, how are they doing paid advertising? It's interesting when you start searching for stuff, and all of a sudden on Instagram, on Twitter, or wherever, you're going to start seeing ads for those things. That's how I discovered more competitors for a client once. So I was searching for what he had to offer. Then all of a sudden, the next day, I started seeing those ads in on my Instagram, my personal Instagram. And I'm like, oh, wow, well, you look at that. That's another competitor, So I'm like, okay, let's take a screenshot of that, save it, check it, later. Where do you come up in Google search compared to, where do they come up in Google search compared to you for the major keywords and phrases? Okay. And if they're not doing everything, that's blogging, active in social media, you can knock them down, and put yourself up higher than them just by doing more than what they're doing. So sometimes you get a formidable competitor, right? So you have to at least match what they're doing to, to keep trading, spots with them, one a little bit higher than the other, so sometimes you have to really, really see what your competition is doing. And another thing to research is what hashtags do they use. So look at their accounts on Instagram and social media. So look for the generic ones that also apply to you. Don't use their custom branded ones, like the ones with their name. Okay. Also look into how they're shipping. Okay. What are their special offers? What's the offer that pops up as soon as you land on their website? Be aware also, you're not just competing against your direct competition, you're competing for your target audience attention among a lot of other content out there. There is a lot of noise, so you need to stand out among the crowd. You want to set some SMART goals. So each goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. An example of a SMART goal is getting 100 Instagram followers in 30 days. Okay, now getting 1,000 Instagram followers, unless you've got like maybe 600 or 700 already, isn't really logical, attainable, unless you're working with a celebrity. Okay, and that's all influencer marketing, and that's a whole other thing. Another goal would be getting 10 new clients in 1 month. Okay, determine a monthly income goal for your business. How many sales do you need to achieve that goal, and set goals for each month and adjust the goals for the next month based on analytics. Now, for the holidays, it's a little bit different because it's, um, Yeah, this is where retailers really make their money in the holiday gift giving season. Okay, and if you offer a service, you can offer um, gift certificates, gift cards. So think of the different ways that you can benefit from the holiday gift giving season. Okay, and just to review, each of the social networks has its own culture and audience. Um, and here's a quick overview. So I got to change this logo. I forgot to change it to X. The one that slipped by me. Okay, yes, it's now Twitter is now X, but it's still the same. All right, it's fast. It's like a sports car, newsy. It's life in 280 characters or less. Um, Now it has changed a lot. Please go to my website and look at the latest Twitter art, the latest articles. In fact, I recently did one on how to take advantage of what's trending on Twitter. On X, it's going to take me a while. It's taken everybody a while to get used to it. Um, at any rate, okay. So not everybody needs to be on X. All right. And LinkedIn, it's the luxury sedan. It's professional, classy, no fooling around. Pinterest is the minivan. It's about 60% women, and half of them have kids. And it's great for SEO. I'm going to cover each of these individually. Then we have YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram. These are more like media channels. Okay, so you want exposure. So this is very heavy with videos and graphics, and so they are a little bit more time consuming than the others. And then of course it's Facebook. It's like the crossover. About 60% business to consumer and 40% business to business. Okay, so which network should you be on? Well, now that you've done the basics of defining your target, researching, and setting your SMART goals, you want to choose the right network. So for B2C or business to consumer, it's Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest as your primary networks. But don't forget that LinkedIn and X users, or Twitter, X, formerly Twitter users, are consumers too. And they're a bit more sophisticated. And of course, you've got the younger generation on Snapchat and TikTok. And there's a reason why I don't mention TikTok too much. I'll mention that in a little bit. And then everybody's on YouTube. Okay. And so I'm gonna talk about organic or non-paid posting. Okay, so let's go through these networks one at a time. Okay, Facebook. It is still the largest social media network with over 2 billion users, over 1 billion active users log on daily. Facebook is more B2C than B2B, yet it's where the people are. So you do need a personal account to create a business page, and you are publicly linked to your business because it has to do with transparency. There's so many fake places out there fake sites and fake companies. So it all has to do with transparency, which all has to do with credibility. So yes, you are connected. Now, however, you can post to your Facebook business page and it will not automatically show on your personal Facebook feed unless you go ahead and share it over there. Okay. Now, this particular page graphic is from Tada Rugs. They're beautiful, extra large yoga rugs, and I have one. And I used her Facebook shop to get it. And as you can see, she's got her call to action button that says view shop. Now, she only has three styles. So hers is rather simple, and people can follow your Facebook shop to to um, to be notified of new products. So as soon as if you add something, they'll get a notification. So how you set up a Facebook shop, and these links are going to be in the YouTube um, description. So it's going to be there. There's also a PDF that you can download with all of the links and my notes. Now, Meta, which is Facebook's parent company, offers the opportunity to sub directly on both Facebook and Instagram, okay, because Meta also owns Instagram. And Instagram or a business account, it's connected to your Facebook business page. So you actually control everything from your Facebook account. Now, for local businesses, there is Facebook Commerce, and there's also Facebook Marketplace, and then there's buy and sell groups. So there's various different places on Facebook where you can sell. And so I've got links to these Facebook places where you can see and figure out how it works and how to set them up. Then you have your Google business profile. Okay, so if you have a local brick and mortar, you are a location to Google, and that location will come up in Google Maps, both on desktop and mobile searches. Now you need to go to business.google.com and set up your Google account. You'll need a Gmail address. Don't use your personal one. Create one for your business. And your business will need to be verified local. Google will send you a postcard with a PIN number. There's other various ways that you can get verified. So enter that number in your account profile. It can take, a week to 3 weeks to get it sometimes. If you're an e-commerce site, make sure that you keep your location hidden, but if you want to set up a business profile, you still need to set it up, okay? Even if you're not a local brick and mortar, okay? So you work from home, whatever, you're an e-commerce site, you can just keep your location hidden. If you can put a post office box, but again, keep your location hidden so people won't think you work out of the post office. This is one of the important things for local brick and mortars. As you come up, your Google Maps location will be there. And you can put pictures of your store on the outside, pictures of your products, of your services, of your gifts, and then your Google dashboard now recently switched, and it looks a little bit different. Okay, so and you access your Google business profile dashboard from your Google search results for your business name. Okay, so here you can edit your profile. You can edit products, add products or services. You can read reviews. You can turn on messaging. In fact, today I had to go answer a question for a client that was on their Google business page. Yeah, people will message you in whatever form is handy for them. Okay, so it might be Facebook, it might be Instagram, it might be Google. So you want to always monitor this. And you can add photos here. You can ask for reviews. Okay, you've got happy camper customers, so you want to get the link to please review us on Google. And same thing for Facebook. Please review us on Facebook. If Yelp is a factor in your business, please review us on Yelp. So some people depend on on what their favorite thing is. So they'll review you, especially if they're happy. You want to once a month at least check your performance. Okay, this is how many visits, calls, direction requests, clicks, etc. And then finally, this is important because here's where you can add an update. Okay, what's an update? So an update it could be a post, it could be a promotion, a special offer, or it could be an event. Okay, so if you're having if you're a local brick and mortar and you're having an actual, hey, I'm going to be at or I'm going to be at the farmer's market, or I'm having a special open house discount day for students or something, so you're having a special event, so you can actually put those in here, and you're putting them right on Google. So this is a great thing to do, all right? Create an ad using or graphic to using canva.com. Canva is a great free graphics tool. And don't forget the call to action. Okay, so on many of these, you can put the call to action. You can put in buy now, shop now, or whichever it is for that, or sign up if it's for an event, and or call now, whatever it is that you want customers to do. Okay, now this is what you need. You need to post it here. Now always add an image, because images help you stand out even on the Google posts and Google profile pages. And now videos are a little weird because they have very specific dimensions for it to be uploaded to um, here. Now, I've had a problem with that, so I don't even bother with videos going to going to Google Business page. Okay, I just had too much trouble on it, so I'm passing on that one. Okay, YouTube. All right, YouTube is the second largest search engine, and it's owned by Google. All right, so it's the second largest search engine next to its parent Google. And people prefer to watch a video than read a page of text. Okay, video converts more than static web pages. How to is the most searched for phrase. Video shows a person's personality. Yeah, each video needs to be optimized so it would come up and related suggestions to viewers. So you can add keyword-centric descriptions and hashtags. So you can do a video if you have a brick and mortar, do a video of your shop. Oh, look what we've got for Christmas gifts for the special person in your life, whatever. And then just do gifts and anything that gets people's attention. Okay. And I have a YouTube webinar. The link will be in the show notes, so please check it out. It goes into a lot more details. LinkedIn is the largest professional network with over 700 million members in over 200 countries. Actually, it's up to 850, I think, 850 million members. LinkedIn is great for building credibility as an expert in your field. It is more B2B, but LinkedIn users are consumers too. And LinkedIn has two aspects. Okay, as the white pages, these are individual people listings, and the yellow pages, which are the company listings. Now, your personal profile is like the white pages listing. So this should have a professional looking headshot and have all sections complete. So it shows what it is that you do, it is where you work, and so forth. Companies have company profiles, which are, again, like the yellow pages. A business should not have a personal account, but a personal account is needed to create a business profile. And you are publicly linked to your company page as an employee. Okay, LinkedIn groups are a great place to network, and there's a group for every interest and industry out there. And I have, and LinkedIn featured is really cool. This is on your personal profile. You can add links to videos, images, blog posts, upload a PDF file or a slideshow, and this provides extra exposure. And so I've got LinkedIn webinars available, so please check them out. Now we get to X, formerly known as Twitter. So it used to be Twitter, it's now X. However, it still works the same. Okay, the free account is still 280 characters, and posts come up in Google searches based on keywords. So if you want exposure in SEO, you need to tweet daily, and you can easily do 10 to 20 tweets a day because it moves so fast. Use a scheduler like Sendable to schedule out posts to take advantage of trends. And I publish a monthly trends outlook at the end of each month. So you can plan ahead and get extra exposure and SEO. Now, I have a Twitter webinar, which I recorded before Twitter changed to X. Now, most of the content is still relevant. Okay, the only thing that's not is what used to be a free tool, TweetDeck, is now part of Twitter Pro or Twitter Blue. All right, now, which that brings me to the next thing. All right, so you want to get verified or Twitter Blue. Okay, so what happens when you hit that verification thing in the menu on the side? Okay, first you get this. You're asked to choose the right subscription. So immediately you're going to think you're a business. So you pick the one on the right. Well, yeah, that's for the big guys. Okay, it's says it's $1,000 a month. Okay, so no, you want the individual creator. Okay, so if you do want a subscription, you get extra characters. I forgot. It's it. Longer videos, and you can edit posts, bookmark folders, early access to new features, add bold italic next to your posts. That used to be a feature of Google Plus. Nobody else has that. Um, um, and you see less advertising, but you're not. It doesn't wipe out all advertising. You just see less advertising, and you can put in more. You have I think up to 10,000 characters too, so you can actually put a whole, almost a whole blog post in there. Um, and this is only $84 for the whole year, okay? And if you do want to advertise on X, you do need to subscribe. So, and also it depends on how you're going to access X. So if you're going to do both web and mobile, you do need 2 subscriptions. So you have to give Elon Musk credit. He's figured out how to make Twitter profitable. What has not changed is trending hashtags. So at any time of the day, you can log on to X and see what thousands of people are talking about or what's trending. Okay, sometimes what trends on X may seem stupid. Sometimes it's breaking news, but sometimes they give you a gift and you can ride on a trend's coattails. However, always check to see why something is trending to make sure that it's not some crisis. Okay. And there's certain hashtags that are generic and they trend each week on X, like Monday Motivation, Travel Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Tuesday Thoughts, Wednesday Wisdom, Thursday Thoughts, Friday Feeling, Friday Morning. Usually the morning always in there. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, and Saturday morning. If you have anything to do with pets, there's always Catterday. That's Saturday with a C, and it's pictures of cats. It's usually every Saturday morning. And then Sunday morning, there's more. Okay, so watch for them. So they're usually trending in the morning, and you can spin your marketing message around it. Some go on through the day, like Monday Motivation. I've seen that going on through the day. But at night, you'll see TV shows or sports trending, and sports are big on the weekends. And you can also change the geographic area. So if you're local, you want to see what's trending just in your area. As the holidays approach, plan out how you're going to take advantage of trending hashtags. And again, use Sendable to schedule out posts. So it's a great time saver, right? So holiday gifts for women, gifts for men, use those hashtags. And again, I have a webinar on hashtags too. And this is how hashtags work. Okay, so a hashtag is the pound sign in front of a word or a phrase that makes it clickable and searchable. If you click on a hashtag, all the posts with that hashtag come up. So only use letters and numbers, and they're not case sensitive. So use them consistently and have a strategy, especially for major keywords and for events or for promos. For instance, in this post, I use the promo hashtag Whole Life 180. So we were promoting my chiropractor's weight loss program. And in this next post, this is actually from an outside source. So when I shared it, I also used that hashtag. So if someone clicks on this hashtags, all the posts come up in chronological order, including the promo one. Also, hashtags are exact, so it's okay to use both hashtag healthy living and hashtag living healthy. So you're limited to 30 hashtags on Facebook and Instagram. On X, it's if you're free, you're limited to just 280 characters. So you got to think your hashtags creatively here, strategically. If you want to take advantage of the ones that are trending to get that extra exposure, so you want to make sure you have room for those. So you've got to edit your text to fit in the 280 characters. Pinterest, okay, a lot of e-commerce people and B2C people totally ignore Pinterest, and you can't. Okay, Pinterest 40 million people visit Pinterest monthly. Pinterest users are very much in the mode of planning how they're going to spend their money. People use Pinterest to plan as well as to find specific things that they want or need. It is considered a search engine rather than a social media site, and it's perfect for the gift giver to plan their shopping. Remember, it's still dominated by women. However, men are in there too. Okay, so men like the DIY stuff. Okay, and certain crafts and hobbies. So you want to make sure this particular past client of mine, SavvyCollector.com, is an art gallery. She has an online art gallery. So so she had handmade jewelry. She had artwork. So so one of the things I did was when we created for boards for each different type of art that she had. So um, and you get 500 characters in the descriptions for pins and boards. Use it, okay? Use hashtags in there, and enhance descriptions with keywords, and those hashtags are important. And it helps with SEO as the link to the originating website goes with the pin. So when someone clicks twice on a pin, it goes back to your website. Okay, so if you have an e-commerce site, now some of the e-commerce sites like Shopify and Etsy, they already have a connection to Pinterest. So you want to take a look at that. You can actually put your whole catalog, your whole store onto Pinterest. Okay, so may take a little bit of doing, but it is doable. All right. And then also do unique gifts, like under $75, okay? Gifts for men, gifts for women, okay? Because the gift buyer is going to be looking for ideas. The gift giver is going to be looking for ideas. This is a blog post, 19 gifts for women who have everything, all right? Come on. 15 gifts for men who have everything, all right? So get creative, right? There's nothing you can't do if you just put your mind to it. It's all about creativity. There is no more box. If you think outside the box, there is no more box. Instagram, okay? Instagram is owned by Facebook, and it's 99% mobile. So you do most of your work on a mobile device. I happen to prefer doing it on my tablet just because it's a bigger screen. Now, you can share pictures and videos. When you're setting up your account, make sure to add your website. That's the only place on Instagram that you can put your web link without paying, except for stories. Okay, now captions, you have 2,200 characters and you have 30 hashtags max. Reels are short videos in your feed or in stories. Stories disappear in 24 hours, but stories is the only place where you can actually put a link. Okay? Now, pay attention to this. If you share your Instagram story also to Facebook, links don't work in Facebook stories. So what I do is I make sure that I save my video to my 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 photo file on my phone or whatever device I'm using, and then I go over to Facebook. I upload the video there and then add the link to the post on Facebook. Okay, so the video is there. What's nice about the stories is you can add these animated stickers. So you can add arrows, you can add, new product, you can add things and flash and catch people's attention. And you create a little video. It's a 5-second video that you've created. Okay, and then what you do is you upload that to Facebook and then put the link in the description on Facebook, and you catch people's attention again. So they see the story on the top of their Facebook page, and they also see it in their feed. Okay, you get double exposure. You can tag people at username for more exposure. And if you're a local brick and mortar, tag your location with every post. It's important. For local brick and mortars, tag your location with every post. And I've got an Instagram webinar that has more information here. Okay, and rumor has it, I heard it today, they're testing 10-minute reels to complete with YouTube and TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, okay, and Snapchat. Snapchat is still viable too, okay? So they're short video mobile apps, okay? They're reaching Gen Z under 25, okay? The under 25 group, they're gift givers too. They've got to find gifts for mom and dad, for their friends, and so forth. Okay, so Snapchat started in 2011. Now, the reason I don't do TikTok and I don't recommend TikTok is that it's run by China and I personally don't trust it. Okay. I mean, there are government agencies that have banned TikTok for all their employees. So it's up to you if you want, I mean, if you really want to reach this under 25 group, then, and TikTok is all video. So you want to make sure that you've got those short video stories in there and, very specific that it's vertical videos. Okay. And there are new apps trying to compete with these all the time, and you do not have to be on all of them. So that's where really defining your target market is important. Create enticing graphics. Okay. You need to stand out above all other posts. So use Canva. You can get pictures on pixabay.com. That's another one. You could get free use graphics there. And I use the 1080 by 1080 standard square social media graphic template for all of the networks. Okay, so it usually works for that. And then on Canva, you can actually create stories and videos and animations there too. It's not that great of a tool. So sometimes I just create the background, the vertical background, and then I go to Instagram to add the stickers and add the animations. It just works better because if you want one animation to come after another, and that kind of thing, that is more difficult to do on Canva. I wish there was a perfect tool for everything, but there isn't. Don't use the same images over and over again. You don't want to be boring. There are plenty of free use graphics out there. And again, I said like pixabay.com. Brand your pictures with your logo or your web address and go for nostalgia and comfort. Get into the spirit. Change your social media cover graphics to reflect the holidays. Now, I do this in late October. I would do this I would do this in mid-October these days. Okay, so keep an eye on your competition to see when they switched over to the holiday mode. And again, use Canva. They create all of the they have all of the templates for the cover graphics in there. Diversify the people in your pictures. Okay, you want to make sure you've got everyone that's a gift giver covered, and so don't use the same type of people in all your pictures. For instance, you're trying to find a male gift giver, so a picture of a guy giving a lady a gift. And again, we go back to lots of videos. So video storytelling. Explain your benefits in the first 15 seconds. Make them eye-catching. Again, nostalgia and comfort. That still sells. Customer testimonials, and upload them everywhere. Okay, YouTube, Instagram Reels, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat. So embed them in your blog. Videos catch people's attention. So live videos are ways to broadcast yourself and interact with your audience. So if you're having a special Christmas deal like on Black Friday, or if your area here is doing the special Christmas thing. I know like the city of Glendale has Glendale glitters, so if you're there, you want to do live feed videos. So you might want to set that up on a tripod in the corner of your store and just put a note on the door that we are filming live on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're doing this. And just let it go and just leave it. So you might want to check it every so often, make sure it didn't disconnect itself because that tends to happen sometimes. But you can, you could have somebody monitoring it and answering questions live. So that's another option you could do with doing live broadcasting. And don't forget, there's more holidays than just Christmas. There's Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. So you want to make sure you and then what about New Year's? Okay, you might want to change your cover graphics to celebrate the new year. Okay, it's party season, so there's lots of reason for people to shop now. You want to optimize for search. For each of the networks has its own internal search engine that rivals Google, and it's important you fill out your about section, your bios, product descriptions, complete with keyword-centric descriptions on what you have to offer. Now, avoid flowery language, especially on X, Instagram, and Pinterest, where you only have 160 characters for a bio. Facebook gives you a lot of space, as does LinkedIn, so take advantage of it. You want to be found when people are searching for what you have to offer. And again, we go back to the gift giver. Now, that person may be looking for gift ideas, and it's up to you to provide them and make sure that you're coming up in search. Paid ads. Okay, so you might want to spend some money doing paid ads, especially if you're in a highly competitive industry and field, if you have a lot of direct competitors, and they're spending money. Okay, so you might want to do Google ads. You can do social media paid advertising. What's nice about this is you can target specific audiences. Okay, and then you could also do paid advertising on popular websites that your target frequents, like you try to reach moms. Okay, so there's a lot of mom bloggers out there that offer advertising, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. So test to see with like $100 for 2 weeks to see what works for you and see what's going on there. Okay, and then most of these networks have advertising departments. So if you need help with them, so there's Facebook now uses the Meta Business Center, whatever they call it, and it's gotten a little bit way more complicated. But they have help systems in there too. So you can, again, test in early October, spend $25 in 4 different places with a message like get a jump start on your holiday gift giving shopping and see which ones give you the best results. Okay, Pinterest might be working for you. If you have a more sophisticated buyer, you might want to do LinkedIn and Twitter or X. YouTube and you can advertise on YouTube too. So there's a lot of things you can do. And then optimize. So add the Facebook pixel to your site. Okay, think mobile first. So make sure everything looks good on a mobile device, on both a phone and a tablet. Pinterest also gives you a way to connect your site to track clicks, and then write keyword-centric product descriptions, and then back up your paid ads with organic or non-paid posts. And I wanted to throw this in here too. So just like other e-commerce platform, Walmart has Walmart Marketplace too. So just like Amazon, so your products will be on Walmart.com, and you need to apply to be a seller at marketplace.walmart.com. Now the timing of your campaign. So now you want to start planning now. So optimize everything, create graphics and content. Okay, research your advertising options. The closer you get to a key holiday, the higher the ad costs are likely to be. Start building your email list or grow your current list by offering a discount or freebie with the right call to action. That's the CTA. Okay. Now, one of the reasons you want to start planning now in September is because it's going to take you all the rest of September and October to create all your graphics and videos, your promos. Okay, so that's very time consuming. All right, you got to keep that in mind. Creating this content is a little time consuming, even though Canva has a lot of tools. The upgraded version of Canva has a lot of extras, time saver tools in there. And now put people first. Okay, you have your user experience, so consider the complete buying journey. Put yourself in their shoes. And again, there's a lot of competition out there. If they get frustrated on your website, they're going to go elsewhere. So your website and social media, so branding, ease of use, navigation, information, transparency, shopping cart and checkout, quick and uncomplicated and secure. And then, of course, fulfillment, processing, shipping, and the last mile, the final delivery or pickup. Okay, people want to know when they're going to get it. All right, that's simple. Okay, and then returns. All right, so all this is part of the user experience. If people have a good user experience in your store, they'll come back. Okay, so set your SMART goals. Prepare your strategies for each network to achieve those goals. And then tactics are what you use to implement the strategy. So it's your to-do list. So it's what you're going to do, when, where, and how. So how often should you post? Organically? Well, post daily, but don't overdo it. You don't want to look spammy. Throw in some non-promotional educational content also. Vary it. Use a scheduler like Sendable to spread out your posts during the day. Look at your analytics and insights to determine when is the optimum time to post to get the most reach. And Sendable, in fact, I just did an article on that on my newsletter. So if you go to my website, you'll see that's one of my latest blog articles in there is what's the best time to post on social media. And there's many generic articles that tell you, well, the best time to post is here. No, it depends on your audience. Okay, every company's audience is different. So you can't go by the generic, like, oh, this is the best time to post. I was like, no. You have to, just think of your target audience and just, use common sense. Analytics and insights, very important. You want to make sure that your marketing is working, and this is how you know. Okay, so all of the social media networks offer analytics or insights. They're called differently on each one. And you see who your followers are, which post got the most engagements, likes, shares, clicks, comments, age brackets, and so forth. Their respective advertising programs, but they're available for free. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're checking this. If you're doing regular campaigns, you might want to check this every 2 weeks. Okay, now in the holiday season, because if something's not working, why is it not working? Okay, so in fact, I have a webinar on that exactly, and I'll put that link in there in the description also. So what do you do now? Okay, define your target market's persona. Research your target market and competition. Set SMART goals, develop strategic and tactical plans. Make sure your website and social are optimized for SEO and branded consistently. Learn how to use the tools. Share content organically, daily, and engage and build a following to drive visitors to your website. Grow an email list with the right CTA, call to action, and marketing automation. And make sure your analytics are set up. Now, I'm offering a get ready for the holiday sales season special, planning special. Okay, $50 an hour brainstorming. My price usually is $75. But if you book by September 30th, you save $25. So we do a one-on-one brainstorming and planning session via Zoom. Take a look at some of the graphics. I'll show you how to work Canva. If you need to learn how to you need help setting up your e-commerce stores on Facebook, we can walk you through that. So please don't wait until October to start planning. Okay, remember, you still have the time-consuming graphic design and video recording to do. So you want everything to launch your holiday campaigns at least by November 1st. So what are you waiting for? Book an hour session now, and click in the link in the description to schedule that. It goes right into my Google Calendar, and you can schedule. Here's how you connect with me. Please visit my website. I have tons of articles there specifically. Search in my YouTube channel for all of the videos of all of the networks, because I've done webinars on just about everything except for Facebook because they keep changing it. So I haven't been able to keep up with them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you online. And have a great holiday season.
Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe to her channel. Then, Click on over to the AZ Social Media Wiz website to download the free Define Your Target Market Workbook or schedule a free 15-minute phone consultation and review of your marketing efforts.